right, we're live. We made it. I always try to do for 7:02. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jazzy.
Yay. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lisa.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody in the chat.
what's happening in your world?
Uh, it's actually, if you are part of my Telegram group, I put some pictures of some UFOs that visited me on yesterday morning, or
Really?
yesterday or the day before. I was looking at the SpaceX booster that they bring back. So what they do is they take the booster, it goes into the ocean, and then this vessel goes and gets it and brings it back. And I see it a million times, but something was like, it's pretty with the sunset. Just take a picture. Take a picture. So I took 4 pictures, and then one of them was there was nothing on it. And then 3 of them have this black dot on it. And I'm like, oh, that's gotta be a bird. And I zoom in, and it's a perfect black sphere. And
Wow.
it went from one side of the screen to the other. And then
Look.
and then there's another picture where you can even see it when it's a tiny picture. It's this white. Are you looking at it right now?
Just getting it up.
Okay.
Funny.
There's one with a white. That one's even more like crazy. I'm gonna see if I can show it to people.
Yeah,
So,
it's so interesting, isn't it? And it's often when you don't expect it that you get these photos.
okay, there we go.
There it is. I've got it. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Is it?
So there it is, and I'm gonna zoom in,
So that's.
and that's what it looks like. Ugh, that light.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. It almost looks like the moon is near the sun, doesn't it?
Right, and it's not, because there was the new moon at that time.
That is a big white light, and it's perfectly round. Could it be a light flash from the camera?
We did. Shanna and I researched it, and it's not, because all the lens flares that we found were green lens
That's
flares.
right. That's why I was wondering, because they're usually green. The lens
and not
flare.
only that, I will not take a picture if there is a because it pisses me off. So whenever I see the screen flare, I will not take the picture because I don't want to have to edit the picture.
Yes.
I won't take it.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it looks more like an orb. You know how the orbs come through, with spirit. So that's really cool.
Yeah, and if you look at the black ones, the other ones, the ones that have the black shadow on it, it's a perfect circle. It's a perfect circle. And it moves through, and I put the one that was clear to show people it's not dirt, right?
No.
Because people can go, oh, that's dirt. And I'm like, no, it's not. Look at the other picture I took after it, and it's blank.
It's in a different spot too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And did you get a vibe from it? Like, did you get a vibe from that?
No, I didn't know I captured it. It wasn't until I got home to post it that I'm seeing something on it. I'm like, what is that? And I was just like, oh my God, this is like actual like contact. And then on my way to see the kids on Sunday to Orlando, I always look at the sky, but I was kind of paying attention to the road, and I look up and I saw this white, long thing, like silvery shiny. And I'm like, oh, that's an airplane. Within 2 seconds of me spotting it, it disappears.
Interesting.
Completely disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what happened, and remember, we were talking about being creators. Well, I had my session with Octavia coming up, and it was today. And like a couple of days ago, I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to ask Octavia about how can I manifest contact with actual craft. And all of a sudden, 2 days later, that shows up.
And this is what we're doing, you know, we live in a matrix, a hologram. So of course, when we get to a point where we understand and know our power, then things just absolutely manifest. It's amazing.
It
So
is.
yeah,
It
it's
is.
really crazy. But and I think it's just more and more proof. So, and it was interesting because Kylie, a friend of mine, um she was doing some energy work and whatever outside, and then she looked across, she said, at something like that, at this house opposite her, and it was glitching, the whole thing. Then she looked around to make sure it wasn't her eyesight, and she said this house eaves was still glitching, like. So it's just, I think we're just getting shown more and more that this is a matrix, that we do live in this holographic world that we actually are masters of. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that you know, that's coming through for you. And it's often when we don't expect it and it just pops
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I don't know if Kathy's here. Kathy Ashby,
Mm.
long time ago. I mean, this was like, I'm going to say 7 or 8 years ago, had told me a story, which is one of the stories that at that time made me believe the simulation was real. And she told me the story that she was looking across the street to the house across the street. And all of a sudden she sees that the tree that's in between them, I don't know if it was the tree or the house. But anyway, it's kind of disappeared into these wave, like almost lines of, when there's heat on the road and you see like this, like
Like the
weird,
mirage effect.
yes,
Yeah.
like a mirage, like that, where it completely disappeared.
Yeah.
And she was like, and so she's looking again, and it was like total, like it was seeing the Matrix. So it sounds just like what Carly
Yes.
saw.
Yeah, Kylie's on. So Kylie, yeah, let us know if that's what it looked like for you.
Yeah,
Because yeah, I know, but it is, and I think we're just getting more and more reminders, you know, hey, this is not what we've been told. And it's not until we get to a certain remembering of who we truly are that we then start to remember what sort of plane we're on, what sort of game we're playing as well.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And as I started growing up on my spiritual journey and understanding this was a game, that's when I really started taking huge risks. That's when I really started thinking, like, I can quit my job. Screw this. This is a video game. Let's see what's there. Like I started taking things less seriously and
Yeah,
more like, well, fuck it. It's a video game. Let's go. Like,
exactly. And sometimes we have to take the step first in faith, and then we get, the universe goes, all right, yep, you've done it. Let's just throw everything to you now. So absolutely. So do you want to put up Sacred Knots? Do you want to put up that message from her?
yeah. So she's saying, for me, it was jumping up and down, but also flickering.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. And I mean, you know when you see stuff, you're not crazy. It's just what we're perceiving, and that's what it is. So yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Layla, I know it's really late for you. I did pop a little message up for you on if you can read through the messages on the comments, because Layla was talking about how she'd had this really sore neck, and it's been at the Atlas point. I've had a lot of people going through this with headaches that go with it. I had that a couple of times, and I was going, I don't get headaches, and I realized how tight it was in there.
Yes.
I went to my osteo. He's amazing. But I also knew I had inner work to do. And so I did a lot of kinesiology. I did a lot of inner work, and it shifted, and it was a big one. So it was actually another lifetime as well I had created this belief system within me. And this is where it's great to have a buddy. Like, so Kylie was helping me with that. So yeah, Layla, just see where it's actually coming from. So if other people are going through this as well, you're not alone. Okay.
Oh, so this is Sherry, right? Her name's Sherry. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sherry says, I just had a thought. I wonder if people see oasis in deserts through mirages. We're seeing other realities.
Sherry, I had that thought too when Elisa said it. I went, I wonder if it is really the heat that distorts it. I know it's. I'm so glad you said this. So
Should
exactly.
we ask the cards?
Let's have a go. Let's see what they say to us. I'm really glad you asked this. So
Yeah.
because I was going, I wonder if it really is the heat or if it's something else that we're seeing. You
Although I
know,
did go to an oasis in Gaza when I went to was that Egypt? Egypt. We did go to Gaza to go to Mount Sinai, and
yeah.
yeah, and they took us to a an oasis, an actual real oasis. I swam in the water and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm feeling that there's more to it because we've got our star card. Okay, so this is off and it can go two directions. So we look at the ripples there as well in the water. You know, we can decide for ourselves what it is. We've got the 6 of Wands, which to me is always it's a victory. So it's almost like we're starting to ask more questions again. It's not just we don't have to accept what we're told. Yeah, temperance. So this change, the changes we are going through and the remembering we're doing, it's slow. So we have to have patience. And this is why I love these groups, you know, that we're in, because people do ask the question out loud and then we look at it and we go, why did we just believe that all this time? There's more to it.
Absolutely. And there's so much more that's out there that we haven't even caught, or thought of, or yeah, yeah. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, and that reminds me of a video that I saw about doing mirror work to manifest because mirrors connect you to other realities. And so what you can do is look in the mirror and call in the person that you wish to be, whether you need to be healed from cancer, bringing back the healed person of you, or if you want, if you're a millionaire, we'll bring back that millionaire person, like bring it through the mirror. It's like you can talk to them and match up so that now you become that person, and then you manifest what you want. So I don't know if there's anything the cards can tell us about this. I mean, is it real?
Yeah.
Is it true? I mean, it sounds true to me.
Well, it's interesting because it's always in movies, in stories, in books, mirrors have like been like a reflection and an access to other realms or whatever. So maybe again, we create our own reality. So if we believe that, and then hey,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, and
Why
they and
not?
they had that in the Snow White movie.
Yeah, yeah, mirror, mirror on the wall. Exactly. But also, was it Eros that looked in a pool of water and couldn't look away because he thought he was so beautiful? Was it,
Oh,
one of the gods? Yeah, it was it's fascinating some of the stories that come through about that reflection. So, okay, so we're just going to ask, do mirrors is are they an access point? We've got this card again. So this is our victory card. So it's, yeah, that one's hot. Let me have a look at that one. Judgment. Yeah, I would say that this is telling us, yeah, we're waking up to all of these things that our consciousness hasn't connected into. We weren't
yeah.
ready,
I
yeah.
think I posted it on the Telegram chat.
I think you did. I really do think you did. And it's
Because
interesting because our 9 of Wands has come up, so it's still a long journey. We've done a long journey, but we are now starting to look forward to the future because that 3 of Wands says we're letting go of all of the not knowing, of the not remembering, to actually create our future. So I do, yeah. Anything like that, I feel has power with it. Well, we're seeing ourselves as well, aren't we, in it? And we're a portal. Let's face it, we're all portals.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I didn't post it in there. Let me see if it's this one. Nope. Okay, I probably should post it in there because this is really interesting.
So Layla's been talking about someone getting a light ship photo as well. So
oh, someone just pointed the camera right up to the sky and got a good film of a light ship. Oh,
yeah. Wow. Can you, Layla, can you put that up in Elisa's Telegram group? Do you have it? Or you got access to it to do that? That would be amazing.
yeah. Okay. So talking about like manifestation and doing things that have to do with manifesting. The title today is, does YouTube read minds, or are they listening through the phone, or maybe both? Because I was telling Maree that I'm having YouTube is starting to pop up videos that are right on point, like with so much detail. Like it's these tarot readings that are, and they're not the Virgo, the Aries, none of that. It's these specific words that are, on there that call me to watch the video. And then inside the video, there's like these details of things that I have said out loud or have thought about. And all of a sudden, this woman reading the cards says them. So I wanted to see what the cards could tell us about it.
Yeah, and it's interesting. So I'd love anyone else that's actually has been experiencing this, if you can put it up in the comments as well. So let's have a look at what the cards say. I know what I've been experiencing, but let's look from the cards' point of view.
Yeah.
As to how it's coming through. So you want to know, Elisa, how would you word the actual question?
Well, first of all, I do want to know if YouTube, specifically YouTube, is reading minds.
Okay, let's have a look and see. Okay. Interesting. This is really interesting. Yeah, I think they are, because we've got our King of Wands. To me, this is a master of taking action with something. And then we've got our Four of Pentacles, but this has taken a long time to set this foundation up. So as far as reading minds, I feel it's a lot of cues as well that they take. So, but then we've got our Star. So this is telling me we can choose to use this how we want, because the Star, to me, it's always a choice from a higher power. It was interesting. I was telling Elisa, I used to get so mad going, oh, they're reading my mind because something's come up and I'd been thinking about it, and I live on my own, so there's no way I've said it out loud. And, it was really interesting. And then it was so funny because I got this like aha moment. It was like, oh, gosh, Maree, we create our own reality. You're creating answers to whatever it is you're actually wanting to know, and it's coming through now in such an easy way. And as soon as I flipped it, it was like the whole vibration shifted and changed around it. So I wasn't being a victim. I wasn't being watched and spied on. It's like, this is fantastic. I'm creating this. Just shifted everything.
Oh, okay. So Christine has also had it then. Christine says, yes, just yesterday I was discussing various things with a friend, and later I opened a YouTube video of someone I follow regularly. And, oh, sorry. Where did I go? I just was discussing various things with a friend, and later opened a YouTube video of someone I follow regularly that talked about exactly the same stuff and using the same words.
And that's what Elisa, you were saying exactly for you. It was the same sentence, wasn't it?
Oh, it was literally, and it didn't happen just once. It happened at least twice, probably even more. And again, I live alone as well, so it's not like I'm talking to people or whatever. Well, I live with my son, but but now, well, from the cards, it sounds like then that they are listening. They are reading your mind. That it's not actual listening. I mean, I'm sure they're listening.
Oh, they're listening and watching. Yeah, we just got a big Ace of Wands on that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. They are, but it depends how we want to see things. it's our interpretation, it's our response that then I think it's fabulous, because I'm like, wow, I can just get anything I want then comes up, and then I discern, does this actually feel right for me to do this? And most of the time it's like, yeah, that's really resonating, I'm going to give it a go. So because Elisa
Yeah.
and I were talking about hydrogen peroxide, and I had this bottle of hydrogen peroxide. I'd had it for ages, and I was going, I know it's good for your skin, but I'm not quite sure how to use it. Bang, next minute up it comes. And so I've been doing these, foot baths with hydrogen peroxide. Obviously I had to dilute it right down, and it's so refreshing on your feet, and it takes away toxins, and amazing. So, but this is happening for me all the time. It's like, oh, there it is. I love it. It's like, great. I don't have to go researching it. I'm creating it. It comes to me.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. And it's funny because Maree and I were talking, and I'm doing also hydrogen peroxide foot baths as well.
yeah,
So it's just crazy. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they push information for everybody to see at the same time as well, like almost like informing people of things.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And this is where the discernment comes in. And, obviously there's algorithms, blah, blah, blah. However, at the end of the day, we're more powerful than that.
Yeah. So, wow. So look at what this person is saying. I've been researching a lot with Google Gemini. One time it asked me if I wanted to know something I was just thinking about. I wrote, "You just read my mind," Gemini said, "That's my specialty."
Interesting. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that fascinating? So, wow.
Wow.
So, but like I said, it's I'm choosing to not be a victim in any of this. No way. I'm
No,
creating
we're
my
being
reality.
I
Yeah.
feel that it's for us to be helped, for us
Yes.
to, like, there's a lot of ancient teachings about healing things, about anything that, like, oh, that's the other thing. If I have symptoms of something like the burning mouth tongue thing I was telling you about,
Yeah.
right? Let's say I don't say a word about it. Let's say I don't tell anybody anything about it. All of a sudden, all these like ways to heal whatever come up on the feed, and it's like, what? Just, I mean,
Wow. I know. I know. And so, it's, yeah, let's use it for us. Well, we created it. At some other level, we've actually created the whole AI stuff anyway. We're the creators.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, and we can talk about AI, and we can talk about how you can use it for good or bad. It's just there, like it has no duality. It's just there to kind of be a mirror back to you.
Totally,
So,
totally. It's a mirror. And what were we talking about? Mirrors. It's a mirror back to us. Everything in this plane of existence is a mirror back to show us where we're at.
yeah.
Where we're at subconsciously, where we're at consciously. And sometimes it's the subconscious ones that get us, because we don't even know what it is that we've been doing or that we've been believing. And it can be from other lifetimes, but this is where our inner work. It's lovely to be spiritual. However, we have to go in and do inner work as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got, Maree, I'm just getting now, maybe you could check it, but I'm getting that my burning tongue, which
Mhm.
started, I feel like after I became fruitarian, has to do with the fact that the fruitarian diet is kind of boring. So like I've lost taste, like it has to do with taste, right? Like,
Right, that's what we talked about. And I knew you had to get this little aha moment. It couldn't come from me. It's like you had to get it, because I know that you're quite particular with, what, when you're doing something, you do it really well. And so for you to then change your mind to go, well, maybe this isn't working for me now. I've done it and it's time for me to move on to something else. It can take you a little bit of pushing to get you to change again. Would that be right? Would that be a fair, assumption?
yeah, I mean, definitely. And and it comes with that, it is that what it is?
Yeah, because you're being offered something, you're going, oh, I don't know if I like the look of this, I've got this. So yeah, for you, it's like sometimes you just like, yeah, So I feel this would be a good one for you to go in and have some time just sitting, just asking your body, okay, what is it that you want to now experience? And asking your soul, what is it that you want to experience through food? So because you get the Six of Swords, so this is your mind, and you're moving into a better aspect. So so yeah, I feel you need to do a little bit of work with that one, because you
Yeah.
always get something through your body to get your messages. It's really fascinating. We all work very differently, but yeah, with you, I've
Yeah,
noticed
that's
that.
why, and that's why I always now I'm like, okay, Maree, put your medical head out to the side and let's talk about like, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so yeah, you're bored with what you're doing. It's time to change. So
Yeah,
go in and find out what delights your soul. What
yeah,
does it want to experience?
yeah, absolutely. I have a
So
feeling that's what it has to do with. But I had to talk to you in order to figure out the what does the tongue do. That's when I figured out it was taste. That's when I was able to make the jump to the next answer.
absolutely. But I was getting told Elisa has to get this aha moment. And it's interesting because for you there, the moon's come up. This is when something's out of place. So there was something that you knew you were getting, something not quite right. Six of Pentacles is when you get offered a practical reality solution to keep balance. And the same with the Six of Cups. It's emotional. So this is on a couple of levels that you're bored. You know, it's tasteless for you on a few levels, not just
Well,
physical.
when you're in fruitarian diet, one of the meals has to be um, a mono diet, and it's like eating 6 bananas in one sitting. Oh fun, oh fun. Let me eat 6 unripe bananas. Good luck finding ripe bananas. You know,
Wow.
like that's okay. I'm feeling great, but life sucks. Like what I'm eating is not satisfying me.
Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
doing it for me.
And I remember when I said to you, what does the tongue mean for you? And you went, oh, it sucks. It sucks. And you just said life sucks, with what you were doing with eating
With
six
the
bananas.
food. Yeah.
So there's
With
your answer. You're telling yourself.
Well, what's happening is the fruit is getting picked ripe. Okay,
Yeah,
so the problem is finding good fruit to eat as well. So if you buy a honeydew, if they pick it and it's not ripe, it's not
yeah,
going to ripen on its own.
no,
So now it's like you're eating this hard stuff, and okay, so yeah, so um yeah. So anyway, I'm yeah, and like RG was saying, oh, Parla says ear, nose, throat is connected. Possibly, I personally feel it's emotional, which I just figured out.
mm,
Um, but okay, I was trying to get to this comment. Some women get yeast infections with the fruitarian diet because of all the sugar in the fruit. And again, a lot of the messages I'm getting from the fruitarian chats is it's all based on belief. Like everything that I read there is like, oh my God, my teeth are falling off. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with eating fruit. What are you talking about? Like, so it's like people are attaching these emotional consequences to fruit, being a fruitarian. Um, and so, reading that it gives you a yeast infection because of the sugar, it's no, I'm feeling like my knowing tells me it's not the fruitarian diet. It's something within their life, emotional, that got propagated and people started believing it, maybe, you know. But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah. No, everyone responds and reacts differently to different foods.
yeah, that
So
too,
yeah,
absolutely, that too.
it, and it's
Um, yeah. So I've decided. I think after our talk now, I think I'm just gonna eat what. makes me happy and be done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done just constantly chastising myself and yeah, anyway, I'm not going to
Well,
bore you more with this,
well
but
done.
yeah, but
So the
hopefully
card that came up
yeah.
for you is the Two of Wands, which is taking action to find balance in your life. Perfect.
Mhm, mhm,
So
mhm.
that would be with your
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
Where's your joy?
Yeah, so again, absolutely. I'm gonna tomorrow I'm taking off to the springs up north,
Right.
and I'm gonna spend the night over there 2 nights. And I was thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do with this diet? Like, I'm gonna have to find fruit, and I gotta be enough fruit so that it's good enough. And of course, the stress started coming in, and I'm like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm not. I'm done. I'm for the trip. I'm just gonna eat whatever. But now, after realizing all of this, I'm just done. I'm
Good.
just
Follow your heart. Listen to your body. You're very good at that, and just do what brings you joy. What
yeah,
brings you joy?
yeah,
So
absolutely. That's where I'm gonna go for
good.
sure. No question about it. Okay, anyway, sorry everybody. Um, okay, what is the other stuff I wanted to talk about? We talked about Google reading minds. We talked about the mirror work. Um, and we talked about the ET craft on my pictures, which was really cool. And thank you, Parlo Slouch. I will definitely travel safe. I'm going to put that intention before I leave. So, okay. So I have a friend who sometimes comes here on the show, and he posted something that I said, this doesn't sound right to me. I'm gonna bring it to the show. Okay. The post says, Stu Peters posted that Trump said, we cut off all the oil. I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. Whether I free it or take it, I can do anything I want with it. And then it says Trump has been blocking all oil and diesel into Cuba for the past 3 weeks. Now, thousands of NICU babies and ventilator patients are dead. And then Red Oracle says Cuba blackout update. Every ventilator patient in a hospital just died. Read that again. So, Cards, can you please tell me if this is true or not?
I mean, all I'd heard like a week or two ago was that Cuba was having blackouts. That's all I have heard. I haven't heard anything else. So this is all very like fresh to me. So let's just tune in and just see.
Is it true that people are dying? Now thousands of NICU babies and ventilator patients are dead. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not feeling it's as drastic as what they're saying because we've got our Three of Cups. So this is an emotional, this is like a win, some sort of win, and something new's going on because our Page of Pentacles has come up. And this is when small steps are being taken that are new, that has helped whatever it is that's going on. So I feel there has been some, just intuitively, I was getting, yes, there's some. Yes, something's being offered to them, the Six of Pentacles. Which always to me says something's being offered in those scenarios. So it's
Yeah, I mean,
not.
I don't see any negative cards there. I mean, I
No,
don't.
there's not. There's just not. No, Knight of Pentacles is a messenger. So they've actually had something coming through for them to help anyway. I feel people will die anyway in situations, that when there's blackouts or anything in any situation, people can die in hospital settings. So, but not, it's not coming up that it's that.
Somehow it's being blamed on Trump, which is
Of
not a
course,
surprise.
it's not a surprise. And, but yeah, I'm not getting that it's this drastic, humongous thousands of, no. In actual fact, the plan is to bring things into a much better place because that Six of Swords has come up. So, as I'm tapping in, it's like, no, it's not truth. Queen of Wands, there's your integrity card. So there's something that the action that's being taken is helping the situation in those circumstances. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I knew that it just felt so wrong, like just so drama,
Yeah.
like so drama that I was just like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Definitely. So the Six of Swords, I see it is like moving into a better place with a plan, or with a change of plan, or something new, something's being offered and it's helping. So that's how I see it. So
Yeah.
so look, I don't
And that's
know.
what we've gotten cards about Iran as well.
Yeah.
So maybe the cards can give us an update on that, because the the I don't know about have your gas prices gone up?
Yeah, I got we call it petrol. I got petrol the day before it started, the noise started to happen. And I got it for here. It was $1.40 for Australian a litre. Now a litre's, I think it's, how many litres in a gallon? 2 or 4 or something. I can't remember now. But so a litre's not much. It's like you think of a milk.
It's very little. Yeah, yeah.
So it's $1.44. I drove past that same petrol station the next day, and there was a queue. I had to go into the other lane. I went, what's going on? People were already queuing up. It had already jumped up to nearly $2. The other day I went to find some, and even the cheap ones, they all had the same price at $2.27. It's up, some places now it's up to $3 for a litre. Like a litre's like this big. So I just saw a image of a truck driver, because diesel's just gone through the roof. Now diesel is what all the trucks run on, obviously.
Right, exactly.
And this guy, he paid $3,500 to fill up his truck with diesel. And the problem is the GST, that, like, we pay GST here. It was like huge. It was over, a couple of $1,000s. So the government's just raking it in with all of this, and they haven't dropped the GST, and they haven't dropped anything on the petrol prices. So, there's and this is where at one stage I got angry, because the one I could actually get into to get my petrol that day, it was like $2.31. And I went and I said, this petrol gouging has to stop. All this petrol got bought at the original price, and you got to tell your people up high, the management, that customers are not happy, and I won't be ever coming here again. And it was just, I was just so angry. I think I was picking up also on the whole,
yes,
everybody. And I just went, whoa, okay, where'd that come from?
well, I have an interesting story. I went to get gas and I've been constantly telling myself, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant. I don't care what the price is, blah, blah, blah. So I pull up to the gas station, and as I'm filling up, I'm looking at the price. And so my car takes premium gas, the 93 octane.
Yeah.
Usually it's about 50 to 60 cents more than the regular. It was 5 cents more.
But this is it. It's the price.
And I was like, yeah. What? And I was like, 5 cents. So I filled up the tank for the same amount of money I always pay. It was no different.
That's brilliant. I love it.
I couldn't believe it. So then last night on my way home, I'm like, oh, let me go check. And I passed by it, and it was still showing the same amount. And I was like, no way, but it was closed. And I'm like, okay, tomorrow morning I'll go and fill up. They had changed it by the time I got there in the morning. I was like, no.
But at least you got a win. And that's what I focused on. I went, good grief, I got it for like 50 cents less, if not more, less a litre the day before, and my tank was full. So that's where I go to. Oh, I got it great. It's fantastic. Doesn't matter at the end of the day, but we can do a little tune into this to see how long this is going to go on for.
Yeah, I actually was going to ask you that.
Yeah, we can do that. So what, um, yeah, so we can just ask, look, we could just ask, is this all part of the plan to make people, realize that this whole system is so broken? It's
Yeah.
That could be one of the questions as well.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, we'll ask that first, because in Australia as well, um, they've actually been putting up interest rates on housing loans. And then on top of that, with everything that's going on, so I'm just still putting out there, everyone is looked after, everyone can get by beautifully. I'm just really envisioning that. But let's just see if this is actually part of the plan to help break down the old system.
Yeah.
Cool. The hanged man. Yeah, it's like things have been suspended in this little crazy world at the moment. I'm feeling that it is to make people aware. King of Wands, it's absolutely, this is the action that's been taken is part of this master plan that's going on, which I know it sounds crazy, but until people get to the point where they go, we can't, I'm done, then they're ready. Yeah, I'm done. Nine of Wands. This has been too hard. Until they're at that point, it's like they won't accept something new. This is what I'm
Yeah.
getting. So let's just see what
Yeah.
we get. Oh, that one really wants to come out. Yeah. So then they'll get brought. The Knight of Cups is bringing a message emotionally to help them to know it's okay. We've got something new. This is not going to work anymore. And they'll
Yeah.
accept.
So you know what I would love to tell people is don't focus on it. Focus
That's
on what you want. Don't give this power. Don't make it last longer. The more we focus on this, the longer it's going to last because we're giving it energy. So, my suggestion would be keep your attention on what you want and not what you don't want. And keep telling yourself, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant. Like just, it will come from somewhere. It will, don't worry of where it's going to come from.
it.
Like the other day, for example, um my insurance company didn't take out the payment, and I'm like, oh no, it lapsed. I got it for my car. And I'm like, oh no, it lapsed. I gotta find out what happened. And so I go in and they gave me a credit of $263. And I was just like, where did this come from? And it was some kind of law that was passed in Florida. I don't know. But what I'm saying there's
Yeah.
always a balance. Like maybe that was so that I could pay more for gas. So it was received, on this side, right? So
Yeah.
that just assume that you're going to be taken care of one way or another, that things will balance in some way that you don't see, but that is coming,
That's
right?
it. And when you were talking about that, the strength card came up. So we need to stay strong in knowing that we create our reality. And that was a yes. So absolutely. So just bless everything, have gratitude for everything. And then you go, oh, I'm so grateful I've got this and I'd love more of this. And oh, I'm so grateful for that. Yes, thank you. I'll have more of that, more of that. I love that. And the feeling, always have the emotion that goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
It can be
Ace
hard to
entered,
do.
huh?
It can be hard to do. It can be a real test of our dropping into our heart, get out of our mental plane and drop into the heart, you know.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Who's Sacred Knots? I don't remember. Okay, sorry. Yeah. It's definitely about staying centered on what you want. That's it. Like any ugly stuff that's coming up, like out of it's just like, nope, I'm not giving you attention, you know, um, and just stay focused on what you want for sure.
We're
Yeah,
very powerful. Yeah.
we are very, very, very powerful. Um, Okay, let's see. Did I have anything else? Actually, we've been talking about waking up in 5D, right? The book Waking Up in
Yeah.
5D. And the second chapter is about it's interesting because as I'm reading what I wrote down, the second chapter at the end it says the ability to look at an event from multiple possibilities releases us from 3D.
I love
So,
that.
right? So we're in a specific event right now, or events, right, that are happening. And so knowing we that this has to happen for the good of all, I think changes it a little, right? Like I'm willing to sacrifice a little for the greater good. So, but most of all, the messages I keep getting is to concentrate on the future that we want. As so, why don't we do a meditation right now of
Sure.
what is the future that we want? What is it that we want to see and focus on in the future? What kind of future do you guys want? Let's get all of our minds together right now.
Yeah.
And just let's move to that timeline right now. Imagine you're there. What are you seeing? What is it that we want?
Absolutely. And everyone, again, will have an individual way of expressing it or wanting to experience it. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. So, but I have to say this card, third time it's popped out, the Strength card, and it's about us having the courage to know that we're creators. And it was interesting yesterday because when the book was talking about things from a different perspective, the dragonfly kept coming up yesterday. There was so many incidences. Now the dragonfly hovers and it goes and it looks from every perspective. So
Oh
it helps us to see through into a new reality. So I love that. I love that everything is always synchronized.
yeah. Wow,
So
I love that. That's amazing. That
yeah.
is amazing. And also, I think we can do the mirror work that I talked about to get to that timeline that we want. Like do the mirror work. Like really just say, I am now calling in the where I am past this, this whatever we want to call it, transition period,
Yeah.
and I've moved on from this, and I'm in a better place. Everybody's happy, everybody's joyful. Uh,
Yes.
you know,
I
we
love
can do
that.
that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So it's about seeing multiple versions of reality versus linear time. Each reality is worthy of our experience. Each reality is worthy of being played out. And so, and each possibility is experienced by the value or weight you put on it. You may access any timeline, past or future, anytime you want by using tools like guided meditation, shamanic work, hypnosis or regressions, and Akashic Records work. Which reminds me, I keep forgetting to do this. Shanna is still doing free, free Akashic Records readings. And please use her. She needs the practice. Okay.
yeah.
Uh, so let me drop her email here.
And while Elisa's doing that, honestly, I had a session with her and she's so beautiful. She really trusts and really connects in and it's really helpful. Um, there was something that it really stuck with me and helped me when I had a session with Shanna, and it's fun, but you can feel the truth with it. So yeah, definitely, and have some questions ready as well, whether you've got questions about other lifetimes or yourself in this lifetime, and yeah, because Shanna can actually look at them for you as well. Really, really cool.
Yeah,
Really
and
cool.
she's so good. Like I would not, even if she's my one of my good friends, I would not tell you to use her if I didn't think she wasn't accurate. But every time she's done it for me, she's been on point
Yep.
every time.
Yep.
So she has a gift. She really does. And I'm hoping that in this way that we're helping her, that she can let go of the muggle job and, use her gifts to help people.
Yeah. No, she's definitely got a beautiful gift and she's really brave. She's actually working with it and learning more about it, and really has a great way of expressing things. So I think it's inspirational for any of us that sort of want to do something that's a little bit different, but we're a bit scared. Got to trust. Sometimes you got to know, hey, I can do this. I just got to do it until I get to a place where I'm feeling really confident. But it's always expanding anyway. Like, every gift that we have is always expanding. So
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what I'm thinking is what we can do is get everybody into like kind of a meditative state. And you guys,
yeah,
if you want to, you can close your eyes, but I'm going to keep my eyes open because I want you to type on the comment box what kind of world you want so I can read it as you guys have your eyes closed and you're meditating on this and visualizing it, because I want you guys to visualize what we are putting on here, right? Like I visualize a world and where everybody's kind of loving to each other, kind of like, I haven't been to Japan, but I've heard Japan, everybody's very respectful of each other, very, so those things exist already in this world, you know? So if you can just, again, what kind of world do you want to see? Let's concentrate on what is it that we want the future to be. Okay. So once you've typed what you want to see, close your eyes so that we can get started. Maree, if you want to tell me while everybody's saying what. Okay. So, all right. So imagine yourself in a world full of joy, full of people that are in peace. There is no anxiety, there is no fear, but nothing but pure joy, where we are governed by councils, where women are back into the, not the seat of power, where it's shared, where it's a shared, really conversational type of world, where there is kindness to animals, where everybody's authentic, joyful, abundant, reverent, and vibrant. A beautiful world with no boundaries, with peaceful individuals, where animals are free, where zoo don't exist because animals are not caged, only sanctuaries meant to heal animals, but no zoos where animals are in cages, where animals are suffering. A world where everybody's abundant and they have the time to be creative or to do what it is they want to do. A world where people are free. They are free to do what they love. They are free to go where they want to go. Where there is love everywhere and you can feel it. Where there is empathy. Where there is true meaning between conversations of people, where we see each other as one, where you can see yourself in the other and be in love with that. Really, truly live from the heart space. Almost like imagine yourself as Jesus, where if we all saw each other and looked at each other like Jesus did, with love, how incredible is this world going to be when we get there? Imagine our waters completely healed. Imagine us like going to the store and being able to grab things without plastic, where a plastic-free environment, where our skies are clear, and you can see the blue skies, just absolutely beautiful blue skies, where there is no malice, where our children are protected, an environment where the schools are teaching, where there are no schools really. It's more of, I don't want to call them schools, but I want to call them like these centers where children go and are together with other children that have similar interests. And they're taught that they're emotional beings, that they're energetic beings, that they're taught what really matters. And then they're taught what it is that they're interested in. There are no grades, there are no tests of any kind. It's just really children playing together, being together, growing together. An environment where really money doesn't exist, because that way there is no greed, there is no corporations trying to manipulate things. So really a world with just where there is no money. It's more about how can we help each other. And anything else, Maree, that comes to mind?
Yeah, and then just drop into your heart and just feel it, and just feel the beauty, the sharing, the caring, the real connection, and ability to be able to allow everybody to be who it is that they truly, truly want to be. And with children, let them expand and experience and ask questions that we might not have asked.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's all I can think of right now.
That's
Just
beautiful.
yeah.
And just love, just let love lead the way.
Let love lead the way, for sure. For sure. So that's it for today. I want to leave it in a good note. And oh, let me see if Jazzy has anything to say.
Let's have a look. Oh, Jasper, come here, my friend. Let's have a look. Have you got anything to say to all these beautiful people here that love you? Okay, so he's just showing me it's almost like a butterfly. See everything like a butterfly. So really rise above any situation and look at it from an observer's point of view, but have fun while you're doing it. So be that butterfly who just has so much joy and fun. And butterflies are beautiful. So it's about our perspective is what Jasper's saying. So
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that's it then. Thank you so much. And yes, Parla Slouch, her what's it called?
skull.
Skull. Crystal
Yeah.
skull. Yes, his name is Jasper. Yes,
Yeah.
and he's very connected to the cosmos.
Yeah, he is. And he's a rutilated quartz. And I didn't know that it's Jasper is actually the other crystal that makes this rutilated quartz through clear quartz. And he told me his name straight away, and it wasn't for weeks and weeks later. Then I found out about this Jasper that runs through him. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, tomorrow I am gone to the Springs. I will be posting about that on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And so hopefully you guys can follow along with me and enjoy the most beautiful water, I swear, on this planet. It's amazing. So I won't be doing the show, but don't forget about Maree's show on Sunday. And
So
yeah.
you won't be back next week, is what you're saying, for the show?
No,
Are you
I will be. I will be. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
good.
be here for Monday show and Tuesday show as well for a
Yep.
while. And then I'll be traveling again. So
Okay,
later.
cool.
Yeah. April 18th, then I'm gone for like 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to take Easter off as well from the shows. So
Okay, which is when? April.
2nd, 3rd. Let me just double check everything of April. So it's early this year.
Oh,
So
okay.
so it's
Yeah.
Friday the 3rd is Good Friday, right? So the Sunday the 5th and Monday the 6th
The
for me.
6th. Okay.
So it'll be my Tuesday morning. So yeah, so I'm just going to take a break from that because I actually don't have any clients or shifts that time either. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to take some time out. So
Okay.
yeah,
All
just to
right.
let everyone know.
All
But I'll be
right.
back
So,
next week. Okay.
yep. April 6th. Okay, great. All right, everybody, stay high vibing. As always, we love you. Take care, and we'll see you on Sunday.